So when are we actually going to see this Starfield event? It was confirmed to us a while ago now that Starfield wouldn't be at Xbox's Developer Direct because they're planning their own showcase for Starfield very soon. Bethesda said that what they want to do with Starfield is just far too big for Developer Direct, so they will be planning their own separate showcase soon. And then we basically didn't hear anything at all about this event because it's Bethesda until the other day, where somebody on Bethesda's official Discord asked Bethesda about it, and they basically said that they're not purposely trying to hide anything, they're just busy setting it up. Now the exact message that Bethesda says, quote, "We'll have more info to share on the showcase when it's ready to be. Still sorting stuff out for it. I know that's not the answer you want, but nothing specific is being withheld." So, since they announced a new showcase/event, I did bet that we would see it at the end of February, but we are very nearing the end of February and we still have zero news. So now I would expect this event to happen in mid-March or maybe even late March for a number of reasons. Now this statement sounds to me anyway like the event is happening soon, just not soon enough to be promoting it right now. They're still setting it up and planning it, which again sounds to me like the event is happening somewhat soon, just not in the next few weeks. Developer Direct wasn't properly announced or promoted until just a few weeks before it happened, and I'm betting that we will see the exact same thing happen here with this Starfield showcase, where at some point, maybe in the next few weeks, we will see a date announcement for this event and then some promotion. This event is very likely not going to be in person, but instead will be a digital live stream, which we can watch on YouTube and Twitch and other websites like that. But again, to me, this does sound like it's happening soon, we just don't know when. Now, like I said earlier, I would put my money on mid to late March. This is where Bethesda will announce the release date of Starfield, so if it is announced at the end of March, or at least in the middle of March, that gives Bethesda around 2.5 months to promote Starfield, since the recent rumours and leaks are pointing towards June being the release month for the game. I have said before that I think releasing Starfield in June will be a mistake because the game sales drop during the summer. I personally am not a fan of playing video games during heat waves. My office is painted black and I have all black furniture, so you can imagine how hot I get, but obviously either way I will be playing Starfield no matter when it drops, even if I am sweating like a ballsack. Now obviously it is extremely important to note that we do not actually know when the game will release. June is just a rumour, but it does come from a very credible source. Jez Corden, who is extremely reliable, especially when it comes to Xbox and Bethesda news, was asked on his podcast, the Xbox 2 podcast, if he thinks Bethesda will tie Starfield's release date to a date like June 12th, which is the date of the first human spaceflight, April 12th, 1961. And Jez basically said that from what he's heard, the release date points more towards June. Again, Jez is very credible, which is why I would put all of my money on June right now. Of course, there was that other leak of a game store showing Starfield's release date as the 29th of June, but that has since been deleted, or it was never there and it was fake. I'm actually yet to get a confirmation on this, but when I checked it out for myself, I couldn't find anything about Starfield there. So I'm assuming that again, it was either fake or removed. I personally wouldn't pay any attention to this either way. And on top of it all, we are still waiting to see the next installment of Bethesda's new Starfield series, Constellation Questions, where they take questions from Starfield waiters, as I like to call us, and answer them in a sort of Q&A video. I'm sure that you have all already seen these, but we are still waiting on the third one. They have marketed these videos as a series, like I just said, and it's not really a series with just 2 videos in the bank. The problem is these videos seem to be coming at random, which is a huge pain in the ass for me because as soon as they drop I need to jump up and make a video on them. The first video dropped as sort of a surprise and then it was great, but the second video in the quote-unquote series didn't drop until 2 months later, and now it's been well over 2 months since the second video and we're still waiting on the third. We still have no idea what the topic of these questions will even be on for the third video, when it's coming, or when we can submit questions. Again, these are seemingly coming at random, and unfortunately we just have zero idea of when the next one will even drop. It could come out tonight or tomorrow for all we know. So when will Bethesda actually announce this event and how are they going to do it? I mean, that's the big question, right? Well, you don't have to worry about missing the announcement as long as you follow Bethesda on their social medias. You will be able to see it because they will be promoting it non-stop once it is announced. Or, you know, you could just subscribe to me and I'll make a video on the announcement when it happens. But again, looking at Developer Direct, it does look like there will be a very short time of waiting between the showcase announcement and the showcase/event actually happening. With Developer Direct, we only had to wait a few weeks, so with this Starfield event, we will very likely only have to wait a few weeks as well. Now, I also want to say to everyone who is expecting the game to be shadow dropped like Hi-Fi Rush, or for the game to drop even in March, please do not let your expectations get to your head. Starfield will not be shadow dropped, it is a console seller, and it has the potential to be the next Skyrim. Microsoft and Bethesda are going to want to promote the hell out of Starfield, which is the exact same reason that it will not drop in March. And hey, if it does, I will happily eat my words, but I would put all my money on the fact that the game is not dropping next month. The silence right now is loud though. Starfield's official Twitter account hasn't even tweeted since the 15th of June, which is wild, not even posting pictures of concept art or nothing. The silence is deafening and we're all desperate to hear more juicy information on the game, but in my opinion, and believe me, I hate waiting just as much as the rest of you, but this will just make the event even more hype, and I think that they know that. Also, Bethesda don't even really need to promote this event because content creators like myself are promoting it for them. Bethesda might as well be paying me for the amount that I talk about Starfield. I mean, damn Todd, you could at least give me a high five. But in all seriousness, the event is likely coming soon, again just not soon enough for them to be promoting it. They're still getting things ready and probably recording the footage that they need and want to use, along with making sure that the game will actually be okay to release on whatever date it does finally release on, and all of that normal good stuff. We will see it soon, we just unfortunately do not know when. I also want to say that this doesn't mean that we need to worry. It is annoyingly normal for Bethesda to be this silent on their games. We didn't hear anything official from Bethesda about Fallout 4 until 4 months before it was released. And honestly, the only reason that we even had the Starfield showcase last year was because the game was supposed to come out last year. This isn't a reason to worry, it's just how Bethesda Game Studios works. So to very quickly wrap up, we still don't know when this event will happen. It seems to be happening somewhat soon, just not soon enough for Bethesda to talk about or even promote it. We still have no idea when the game will release, but it does look like June is very likely right now, and we still have zero idea on what Bethesda will focus the next Constellation Questions video on, or when that's even coming. I'm depressed. But in all seriousness, that is all I have to say, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Please do drop the video a like for me if you haven't already. It really helps me out more than you can imagine, and it allows me to keep bringing you daily Starfield content. And of course, if you are new around here and you do want to stay up to date on daily Starfield content such as news, leaks, rumours, discussions, speculation, and a bunch of other Bethesda focused videos, please do consider subscribing because I cover it all over here. We're also really hoping to hit 5,000 subscribers sometime soon, so if you do subscribe, I thank you so much for your support. But anyway, with all of that said and done, I thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I really hope to see you in the next one.